Now that's what I call a sunny bedroom. A truly sunny bedroom. You know, this apartment is really wonderful. Imagine a completely modern co-op in a small building.
It has possibilities.
Mr. Merkel seemed to love it. I'm sure he would have snapped it up, but he said, my little sweetie must approve. Your father is a very thoughtful man.
He's not my father. He's my fiancé.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. The fact that he's an older man makes no difference. You see, I'm very mature for my age, and he's very immature for his.
I understand your fiancé is in the pharmaceutical business.
He's president of Merkel Laboratories.
Merkel Laboratories?
You know the firm?
Do I? Every single night of my life. Merkel's Milk of Magnesia. Wait a minute. In my business, I doubt if I could live without my Merkel Fizzle.
You sound like a good customer.
Oh, I'm late. Mr. Merkel, your fiancée looked at the apartment and she
loves it. Give me a chance. Just give me a chance, will you, please? I just spent 5 hours with the goofy FDA.
FDA?
The Food and Drug Administration.
Oh, is that who they are? Well, I've been on so many committees, I don't know who I'm talking to anymore. Well, anyway, they're beefing to me about the side effects of Merkel Fizz, you know? Can you imagine somebody trying to tell me about the side effects of Merkel Fizz?
What kind of side effects?
You use Merkel Fizzle?
All the time.
Ever make you sick?
Sick?
I mean, any nausea, any dizziness, any irregularity?
No more than usual.
Right. It's good for you and safe. Just be careful to read the warning on the bottle.
Warning?
Yeah, the little Latin words on the back of the label. You can hardly see it. You know, honey, I got into this business because I want to help people, and the fact that one of my products may be a little harmful.
Why don't you take it off the market?
Take it off the market? Well, you see, sweetheart, that would put a lot of people out of work. Now, what's worse, unemployment or irregularity? How do you like the problem? Great, isn't it? And that garden. Kind of corny, but cute, huh?
I think a lot can be done with it.
Anything you want.
Well, first thing we ought to do is yank out that tree and put in a barbecue.
A barbecue?
Yeah, what do we need with a crummy tree?
I love that tree. It's dogwood.
Well, so is every tree in New York. Well, deal set.
Okay, Mr. Merkel, I'll get all the papers and meet you back here.
All right. Well, you happy?
Oh, yes.
I mean, really happy.
Yes.
I mean, happy you think you're going to bust?
Yes.
I don't believe you. I think in a couple of years you'll dump me for a younger guy.
Oh, Bob.
I saw the way you were looking at that real estate agent. You're reading him up alive with your eyes.
Don't be ridiculous. He's almost as old as you are.
Oh, now look, Jessica, I just get sick at the thought of losing you. Don't you understand? You make me feel young. That's what I want. You'll see, things will be much better once there's a baby.
A baby?
Yes, I think it's very important that we have a baby right away because a baby makes you feel young. And that's what I want, a baby. And I want a young one. I want a young baby, you understand?
Bob, could we talk about it later? Betty'll be here any minute.
Betty? Who's Betty?
For heaven's sake, my mother.
Your mother's coming here?
Yes, I wanted to show her this apartment. Anyway, it's time you met her. You've been saying you wanted to.
Oh, I do, but I don't want to meet her in an empty apartment. I thought I'd call on her, make it a little more formal.
Oh, Betty's not that kind of person. You'll see.
Well, I just don't want to get started off.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, well.
Sweet Jessica, it's me.
I'm coming, Betty.
Hi, how are you, funny face?
You've done it again.
Damned if I didn't. I wonder how that happened.
Never mind. Bob's waiting. And Betty, please, a little dignity won't hurt.
Sweetie, don't you worry your little head. You know that when it comes to dignity, if I have to, I can fake it.
Bob, Betty, I'd like to present Bob, this is my mother.
How do you do, Mrs.
Oh, please, Betty.
Betty? Very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. You know, Jessica, you exaggerated. He's not so old. You know, Bob, from the way Jessica described you, I thought you would...
Mama!
Wow! Oh, I'm sure Bob isn't sensitive about his age, are you, Bob?
Not at all.
You're a young man. You can't be more than...
I don't hide my age. I'm 47.
You stick to that.
Well, I'm forgetting my manners. Would you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you.
Sure.
Betty, the floor isn't very clean.
It's fine. We always sit on the floor in my place when I have company. Come and join me.
Sure.
If you can make it.
Yeah. Jessica, would you like to sit down?
I'll stand, thanks. Betty, did you see the garden?
Oh, what a sweet little garden.
Don't you just love that tree?
Adorable. You must put up a hammock.
A hammock.
There goes your tree.
But Betty wants a hammock.
No fighting, no fighting, no fighting.
Oh, boy, oh, boy. Mrs. Betty, you're really something. Jessica,
I told you, Bob.
Yeah, but I didn't believe you. Now I believe you, yeah.
She's never aged. Well, I'll leave you two alone for a while.
You don't have to.
What's the matter? Are you afraid of my mother?
No. We'll talk, yeah.
You know, I have a feeling you're both too young for me.
Yeah. Very nice. Well,
Well, what?
you said you'd like to talk.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Well?
may I have one of your cigarettes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I gave up smoking.
Oh, don't be sorry. I have my own. You have a match? That's a stupid question. Why would you have a match unless you're a pyromaniac or something? I lost my lighter.
I thought maybe you lost your stove.
Will it bother you if I smoke?
No.
No, you just quit.
That's all right.
No, I don't want to do that
No, it's
to you
all right.
when you just quit.
I told you it's all right.
Well, why should I put up an obstacle?
There's no obstacle.
Well,
I said
look,
it's
you're going
all
to be
right.
in my family, aren't you?
Not right away. I mean, I'm talking
Well,
about me.
second, but who's on your side if it isn't your
I'm
own
on your
family?
side, too, but
well,
I'm
second, well, let me help you.
I don't need
gonna
the
be
help.
your
I'm not a little
mother-in-law.
boy. You have to be taken
Well,
across
why
the
should
street.
not? Well, no,
What do I have to do,
you
bring in
don't
a
have to be
lawyer to
taken
tell you that I
across
like
the
it?
street, for heaven's sake.
If you want to go, you can smoke. Smoke!
No! You're a very stubborn man. I'm going to quit smoking, and I think you should, too. Now, about Jessica.
Yes, about Jessica, I was thinking you'd like to ask a few questions.
That's right. She's a very nice kid. She needs to be made happy.
Well, that's my one aim in life.
That's nice. Now, me personally, I don't feel that personal happiness is so important. I don't believe that one person can be happy until the whole world is happy. It must be a happy society. And that's why there has to be a reinvestigation of priorities and a redistribution of the wealth. Otherwise, we'll take over any way we can. We'll close the campuses and we'll burn this racist, capitalistic, decadent society. How do you feel about that?
What's your next question?
Oh, well, this one is very important. How are things between you and Jessica sex-wise?
What'd you say?
Sex-wise, you can tell me. I'm her mother.
I don't even tell my mother.
Well, personally, I think frankness is very important. I remember when I got married.
To Jessica's father?
I have only been married once, thank goodness.
Oh, well, I'd like to know something about him.
Who?
Jessica's father.
Oh, well, what can I tell you? From the moment I married Philip, I knew that I had bought a lemon. He was the biggest boner of my life.
So you divorced him?
I finally had to. He threw me over for a 22-year-old chick.
Well, that's kind of rough.
No, I liked her. She was a beautiful girl. I have a snapshot I took of both of them. Would you like to see?
No, I don't want to see it now.
Because even if my marriage was a horror, it wasn't my fault. You see, Philip was a very weak man, a gambler and a drunk. I mean, a real drunk. It runs in his family.
Oh, it does?
Oh, his father died of the DTs. Yet Philip's blood is definitely tainted.
Oh, well, poor Jessica.
What do you mean, poor Jessica?
She must be a little worried about her genes.
Oh, you mean her heredity? Oh, there's nothing to worry about there.
Well, you see, Jessica and I, we plan to have children, and I don't like the thought of bringing up a drunken kid.
Oh, my gosh, I've goofed. I've really goofed. Now I have to tell.
Tell what?
Bob, listen.
Yeah.
My husband was not Jessica's father.
Oh?
When I married Philip, I was pregnant by another man. There. Feel better?